Hey, it's Melissa, and it's time to play What's in My Freezer That I Can Make for Dinner? Yeah, it's to that point, and I am in my kitchen getting ready to make some dinner. Now, I don't have a recipe. I have a faint idea of what I want to do, and it involves sausage, breadcrumbs, and eggs. So, what do you think that could be? Meatballs! I have a 1 pound of Jimmy Dean regular sausage that I have smushed into a bowl. Well, I kind of like plopped it into the bowl. And I have some plain breadcrumbs. I have some seasoned salt, some Italian seasoning, have an egg, or there's actually 3 in here left over from when we went camping and we didn't use them. And then I have some pieces of red bell pepper chopped up that I have stuck in my freezer for instances like this. I used to put them actually in burritos. I am starting with an idea, and we'll see if it develops into a meal. So I have 1 pound of the Jimmy Dean regular sausage, premium pork sausage. I have some breadcrumbs. Now, I am not the kind of person that likes to get the measuring cup out, even though it's right in this cupboard, and it's so easy for me to grab. But you know what? I'm just gonna eyeball this sucker. Woo, I'm thinking a cup-ish. Now I'm going to take some Italian seasoning and I'm just going to sprinkle some in my hand, about a palmful, and then seasoned salt. Now you can always add more salt, but you can't take it away. We'll just do a dash just for some flavor. Add some red bell peppers. Whee! That's enough. So I've got my main ingredients. Now I just need something to bind it all together. Bind it all together, and that would be an egg. So I gotta take my ring off so it doesn't get all nasty. Hopefully I remember that I put it right next to my camera. And I have some pepper. We're just gonna ground some fresh ground pepper into this concoction. Now, last time I cracked an egg, I was making an egg sandwich and I didn't crack it properly and I got little pieces of eggshell in my sandwich. And anyway, cracking the egg, crackety crack. Oh, crap. I'm ready to mash this up with my hands. Yeah. Now I have my meat pile here. Lovely, lovely meat pile. It's so cold and it's under my fingernails and it's just a wonderful sensation. So now I'm just going to take a little slab of that off. I don't want them too big because I do want them to cook fairly quickly. So I'm just going to ball them up like so. And it's very sticky, very sticky. And there we go, we have a little meatball. I've only made meatballs a couple times before, and actually, was one of those times on the crock pot, or did I Pinterest dream that? I am gonna ball these up and then get them into a pan with some scalding hot oil, because that sounds like a good idea. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those sausage rolling. My balls are getting bigger. My sausage rounds are growing exponentially in size. Went downhill from there. Sausage takes a long time to ball up. Come on, sausage, work. I keep hearing the buzzing of my dryer go off, but it should only go off once, right? I mean, it's old. It's super old. It is so prehistoric. But I thought I heard it earlier and then I just heard it again. So I gotta listen really carefully. Can you hear that? So I don't know what I'm going to pair with this meatball concoction. I thought about doing fettuccine because my husband loves his fettuccine. But is that weird? Because, you know, it keeps going off. There it is again. I just heard it again. I gotta wash my hands off. Let me finish balling these real quick, and then I gotta go check on my laundry because that's not normal. All under my fingernails. Ew. There it goes again. What the heck, man? Hold on. Okay, update. Washer and dryer are fine. Washer is done washing. Ooh, more sausage. Washer is done washing. Dryer is still drying. This light right here, and I'm kind of scared of it now because it was off. The bulb was bad. I changed it, but it was a different bulb. Looks a lot brighter than it was. But it's just a standard house bulb, like, you know, when you put in a lamp or something. So, hopefully... No, it is out there doing something weird. I'm going to ignore it. Meatballs are meatballed. See? Meatballs. Here are my lovely meatballs. It doesn't get any better than that. I just did the dishes, and I am not a fan of washing dishes more than one day in a row. Well, I guess if it's one day, it's not really a row, but you know what I mean. For the sake of dinner and this video, it's gonna happen. Lots of butter. It's like as big as my head. Look, I can fry my head in here. That will go on the back burner because in case my meatballs betray me and splash the crap out of my hand, put it on the back burner so I don't accidentally knock it off the stove. Because I don't know about you guys, but that may have happened once or twice before. I have my canola oil in there, and I'm going to let that get nice and hot, and then I'm going to do a test run with one of my meatballs. Yeah, so we definitely don't want to leave the room when you have your oil getting boiling hot. Nothing happened. We're okay. Okay, so I let that oil just simmer down a little bit. I'm going to throw something at it. I have a little tiny piece of sausage, and let's see what happens. Okay, all right. Okay, that's not bad. I'm going to turn it. Ow! Woohoo! We're fine. I'm good. It just kissed me a little bit on the arm. It's okay. Standing back, man. You've got to protect the face. This seems like a better idea. Okay? Alright. Okay. So far, so good. I got this. I got you, meatballs. Okay, I'm feeling this now. I'm feeling you, meatballs. Now, the trick is don't crowd the pan, okay? Ooh, it smells so good. The fun part's gonna happen when I need to turn these over. With the oil not so scorching hot, I think I can manage this. I hate to be premature in my statement, but this is not looking bad, guys. Not looking bad at all. Looking pretty mighty tasty, if I do say so myself. You know, there's always one of those runt meatballs, and especially like with cookies too. There's always that one that just doesn't quite look like the others. And that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Be different, little meatball, it's okay. But I'm gonna cut that sucker open and see if it's done. So, New Belgium, let's talk about beer. New Belgium beer has some amazing stuff. This is the Heavy Melon. It's a watermelon lime ale, and oh my god, it's so good! Look at my pretty shiny bottle opener. I taste the suds. I taste the yeast. I can't pick up on that watermelon lime note. It is delicious, don't get me wrong. Any ale is a good ale, in my opinion. That's right. The secret to my cooking success has been revealed. Eat good. Huh? What do you think? I think they look pretty darn good. The scariest thing I think so far was two things actually. Number one, when I forgot the oil in the pan and it was on hot and I was out of the room temporarily. But hey, caught it in time. No harm done. just a little bit of smoke. It's okay. And then the second thing was when I threw that itty bitty little piece of sausage in to test the waters, so to speak, and it was fine, and then it went boop, and I got a little scared at that point. But all of that aside, we are doing a pretty good, folks. Where's that runt meatball at? I gotta slice that one open. All right, which one of y'all wants to get cut open? And that is also why you want to try to keep them all relatively the same size, is so that when you cut into the runt, then you know that the rest are done if they are approximately the same size. I have my runt on my plate. I am going to take a uber sharp knife, probably sharper than I need, and cut into that sucker. Ow! Ooh! So my girl Symphony called me while I was in the middle of taste testing these amazing meatballs. They turned out so good, you guys. I was so excited, right? I mean, yum. Oh, and they're done. They are just oozing with, oh, they're still hot too. They're really good. One thing though, I would probably add some brown sugar just to give it a little bit more sweetness. The sausage is pretty sweet on its own. However, I think that brown sugar would not hurt. I am impressed with myself. So Garrett should be home in about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to start the linguine, and I'm going to put the Alfredo sauce in the pan. And I think after that, we're going to be good to go. So I will show you the final result in just a moment. Run! Be free! Well, that was unclimactic. Who says a watch pot never boils?